Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Rusty, and this is Langrisser Mobile. Alright, so yeah, this week I did not do any Apex matches because my opponent gave up in the middle of the ban pick. So didn't really have much to show. It's a new month, so it's going to be new banner as well as new exclusives, which looks to be Theon and Leo back, which I'm not going to even bother looking at. I don't think there's definitely no new soldiers. And yeah, there was a new building. It was like a billboard or something, but I haven't really looked to see what it actually does. But more importantly, we got An Ancient Ode to Light. This is another collab. I can't remember what it was for. I think it was for like Shining Residence? Resonance or something like that. In any case, it has Karika and whoever the other person is. Sonya. There's also, I think there's a free character as well as part of the event, who I don't remember the name of. And I think she's SSR, but unfortunately she's not really, I have yet to actually see her used in PvP. In any case, I'm a little ill-prepared right now because I just woke up. So, alright. I don't think we're anywhere towards Pity. I did do some summons on the equipment banner. Prior to this, there was a new bow that had that essentially does plus AoE damage, which is pretty much designed for Karika. There was also a few other items of note, but I don't really remember anything about them. But I did get one of the bows, so I can use it for Karika. Anyway, let's dive right in. Ah, yes, this version. So I do want both characters. Karika is the one I tend on using. She was kind of the mainstay for a lot of the Neoso's battles that I saw for the previous season. Neoso started doing new matches for the current season over in I guess Korea, or maybe it's the Chinese server. I don't remember which uses a different collab character that is also another long-range AoE type. That is utterly ridiculous. Nope, nothing yet. We've had okay luck the past few summons. So if bad luck is to come our way, it'll probably be this one. Alright, 50. So on average. Alright, so we got Sonya. Sonya is essentially a tank bruiser type that has kind of like a dueling taunt mechanic that's kind of neat. I think I saw like 1 or 2 matches with her for like one YouTube account, but definitely was not really something I was seeing in the actual, top, 256 or whatever. And I'm probably not going to be using her, unfortunately. Fearless Lightning Princess, an eternal defender of the powerless, and the one who uses lightning as her weapon. Alright, let's keep going. Karika is what we really want, and she would be the one we want multiple copies of. 120, not bad. Alright, one of each, perfect. The Diva of Nature, a girl who chants sacred songs in harmony with nature and who has befriended a dragon. Alright. So now we'll see if we can get some copies. But yeah, Karika is pretty amazing. She has an AoE, I think, that does 0.6 times damage to the first target that's hit. And essentially, the idea would be to buff her up and then just hire and have her fire across the map. Her talent involves essentially accumulating her unused movement to increase her range. It's been pretty amazing. She also has a sort of an arrow rain type spell as well. I think this is 50. So yeah, if I had stopped, with the two characters, that would have been below average, which would have been good. But we want more than that. I do have a bunch of spare SSR shards, which I have yet to actually use. And I may use some for Karika to get her to 6 stars. Because we want her up and running. There we go. I believe that was 80 summons. Alright, that was Sonya. The next banner is also going to be all females as well. I believe it's like the mermaid lady and then some assassin character. Also, I do know the next SP that's supposedly coming down the line for the upcoming anniversary is for Bernhardt, which is unfortunate. Because I don't really have much use for Bernhardt, unfortunately. And my opinion's kind of the same as it's always been as far as SP classes. There are a lot of other characters that really need a buff, and Bernhardt was not one of them. The only thing I could possibly accept is they're using characters that are already kind of good, just as kind of like a test case for these SP classes, to better prepare for maybe characters that really, really need it, but I don't have that much faith. I may be a little off on my count for this one. Though I have heard that Almeda might be also getting an SP class, which she definitely deserves one. And all I can hope for is that she actually gets a faction buff. Either Pro Tag or Mythic. Alright, this next one should be pity. Yep, okay. As I mentioned, we were kind of due for some less than favorable luck. Well, off-banner Lightbringer. We were also due for an off-banner. Well, we got multiples. God, I don't even remember this character's name. Annoying assassin guy. Julian. It's a double, but double. They happen to be double off banner. Not the best. So yeah, our rate's not bad, but our off banner is actually above average now. Seems like 40% of our SSRs have been off banner. While I'll be summoning on the next banner, I don't exactly need any of them to be up and running for PvP because I don't plan on using them immediately. The mermaid character has some really neat mechanics, but besides that, I'm not in any rush. Even our SR rate's terrible. Alright, petty again. This is just not been a very fun banner. I mean, for a collector it's not bad, but for someone that actually wants copies. Another Sonya. Alright, no double this time. Well, we had a strong start. Everything else has been bad. Alright, I think that's 60. At least it's not pity. But I'm already up to 400 summons. Another Sonya. Are you serious? Not who I want. Well, got a nice 5-star Sonya. We'll do one more batch. We'll see what we get. Having a 3-star Karika is definitely not what I want right now. Alright. Another Sonya. So for the most part, I was better off just quitting while I was ahead. Literally. It would have the same effect. Alright, back-to-back SSRs. What do you got for me? There we go, a Karika. At least have a 4-star. Yep. Alright, well this is 3 in a row where we've gotten in a 10 pull. Another Karika. This has been some wacky rates. Alright. More than I really wanted to summon, but... Well, we'll let this go to whatever result and see what we get. Because if we get another Sonya, I'm going to stop regardless. And like I mentioned, I only need one of each for the next banner. I think this is 50. Okay. Sonya's for everyone. Alright. Well, that's 250 shards for Sonya. 1, 2. Yep. Alright. Give me a bit, I'll get these characters up and running. Okie dokie. That took me a bit. Partially because I actually went ahead and grinded the points necessary to get Excella, who's the free SSR character. We're probably not going to see her in action in PvP at all, but for newer players who are just going through the event, getting a free SSR is probably not too shabby. Getting this on day one is definitely not efficient stamina-wise, because the amount of points you get is much, much lower. But I wanted to go ahead and knock all these out at once. So let's go ahead and take a look at Excella. She's only 3 stars at the moment. When fighting a unit with a lower HP percentage than this unit, she gets an attack and defense increase. When taking action, 20% chance to gain escalation, which makes it so her next attack has a 100% crit chance. And if you use a damage dealing skill with this, it reduces the cooldown by 2 turns. The lower HP percentage thing is kind of rough. If it was equal and lower, that's a different story. And the other issue, of course, is her primary ability is very inconsistent. I believe it goes up to 50% once you're at 6 stars. Some of her unique skills she has Ancient Song, which increases her, it's a self buff that increases her attack by 20% and makes it so there's a 50% chance that she doesn't lose escalation when she has it. Again, inconsistent. And then she has a unique AoE that will teleport enemies into the vicinity of the target and deals AoE damage. It also puts a little gravity field where anyone within 2 blocks of it will automatically get teleported towards the center of it, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a Sleipnir type ability. Unfortunately, it's kind of, despite the unique gimmick, there's not much you can do with her. Class-wise, you can choose between either her Flyer class or her Spear class. Her Flyer class has higher attack, also has higher mobility. Soldier-wise, nothing too special, to be honest. I went Steelwing Warriors. Gear-wise, kind of just went with the staples. I gave her Edge of Memories, which is the new accessory, which is essentially a 30% chance that you can reduce a cooldown by 1 to 2. With physical, it's essentially an attack version of. It is an attack version of, not that one. It's an attack version of Dimensional Jewel, essentially, which is pretty nice because they definitely could use one. Besides that, not much else to point out. Casting patterns, I have her nearly maxed out, except for helmets. Oddly enough, I'm not running low on the high tier stuff. I'm running low on the low tier stuff. Let's go ahead and knock out her Awakening. All of the dragons are with me. Dragon of the Ancients, conquer my enemies. You got it. Alright. Karika. And then, well, one of these is definitely not like the other. Alright. So Shrine Maidens on Karika might be a little dangerous. But other than that, we're not going to need the Ancient Song for this one. But I don't really have any other options. I literally don't have any other options. Okie dokie. We could swap out the AoE for something else. Nah, we'll just stick with it. Alright. As long as I can kill her, that's all that matters. Whee! Alright. Fixed damage ensures that the Shrine Maidens don't absolutely destroy me. Alright. She does have the Sonya does have the ability to self-res. Alright. Alright, quick and easy. Alright. I will carry the heavy sins alone and find redemption among the thorny paths ahead. Hey, it's Amadeus. Alright, skills. We're not going to need this move for right now. Could do Wind Whisper. Alright, she's going Spear. And you're doing your nonsense. Okay. Alright. So the teleport doesn't count as movement, so I was able to bank all my movement. Also the teleport gives a damage buff for 1 turn. So we put that to use. And this thing does damage and then additional fixed damage if when they don't move. Also, this thing has higher span whenever you have 3 stacks or more, which I have 6 stacks. I don't understand this thing at all. That makes it so they can't take action. Okay. So yeah, they're being teleported because of the portal in the middle there. All right. Okay, 1 down. That's gonna hurt. Now we get our teleports. Alright.
闇に屈することなどない永遠にこの厄災はやがて根絶される
Okay, so with that I can maybe do something. Oh my god, that defense. Oh my god. That defense. Alright. Getting there. That line's gonna hurt. Oh, there goes her. God, this defense is just kind of dumb. Alright. And she's about to heal again. I can't do any damage. Doesn't help that I have Shrine Maidens. There. That works. Alright, now you're taking fixed damage. Wait, why is your... Okay, I thought it was infinite for a second there. Alright. Alright. Sorry for taking so long. Alright. Let me be right back. Alright. I was actually planning on doing this on a separate video, so I think I'll go ahead and just go over the other two characters, then I'll do their awakening later. So, Sonya takes 20% reduced damage if there's another ally within 2 blocks, otherwise she gets 20% increased damage. So she can be either a bruiser or a tank. in battle, she negates attack first. So everyone will always attack at the same time. When taking fatal damage, she self-reses. And that's it. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Her unique abilities are Shield of Courage, which is a take all hits and increases guard range. It makes it so it converts attack into defense, and makes it so anyone within her range that's attacked from anyone from outside of the range will take reduced damage. She has a self-heal that dispels buffs and gives her reinforcement for additional healing. And then she has a variety of various striking moves such as Shield, Bash, Frontal Assault, and Air Slash. She also has Defense Command, which can help with just overall bulkiness. And that's kind of the gist of it. She isn't bad. She definitely can help with overall bulk. She doesn't have any faction buff, unfortunately, but beyond that, she is Princess Faction and she is Time Faction, so she is usable if you do want to use her. Soldier-wise, kind of a good mix. She does have access to angels to resist magic. Then she has access to she does have access to phalanx as well, which for some reason is not using my skin. And that's pretty much it. I guess. Oh yeah, gear wise. Either you're going to end up using Balance Blade or probably Steel Guardian. I think the Balance Blade is for her 3C, but I don't remember. Or it's just to get her increased defense and magic defense. Besides that, the rest of it's just kind of tanky stuff. Right, and then up here we have Karika. Her gimmick. So increases attack. I believe this goes up to like 20% at 6 stars. After taking action, if no attack was made, converts 1 times of remaining mobility into increased range. If this is 5 or 6 stars, it'll be 2 times this for 2 turns, and cannot be dispelled. Stackable up to 8 times. When stacking, the turn duration is restored to max. So yeah, if you give her like boots, you can essentially at 5 or 6 stars, you can get her up to like 8 stacks, which can essentially give her 8 additional range, which is insane. You already saw kind of how far she can do her attacks when she has her stacks up, and it's really easy to get her stacks up since you're not going to be moving much. She does have a teleport that goes 2 spaces, and then everyone around her will get 10% increased damage for 1 turn. She also has access to this sort of arrow rain ability that instead of dispelling and stuff, it does extra fixed damage. And then some of the standard stuff, you got Snipe. She does have access to Strengthen if you do need her to buff up for whatever reason. She does have Snare and Neutralizing Fire and all that good stuff. Equipment-wise, I have her equipped with the Prismatic Destroyer, which increases AoE damage. And then last right's King's Crown and Slayer Emblem. The other option is you can go for the Assessor that increases against holy damage, increase damage against holy units. Soldier-wise, her soldier options are actually not the best. She does have access to Fairy Spirit Prophets and Sorceresses for like some magic damage, but archer troops in themselves, I mean, you got the Firebrands, and that's about it. Most cases, you'll probably go Shrine Maidens just for that extra bulkiness, while you rain terror from a distance with her AoE type attacks. Alright, with all that, I'm going to go do their Awakenings on a separate video. So I'm the Depressed Hero, this was Langrisser Mobile. I'll see you guys next time.